Once you have a model in which the geometry of the structure has been defined, as well as the load cases, the components of these load cases, and load combinations, you can run a finite element analysis on the structure. Finite element meshing must be generated for all 2D bearing structural components of the model, such as floor slabs, walls, landings, and flights of stairs, to ensure calculations are correct. Be aware that the quality of this mesh directly affects the quality of the results from a static analysis. To begin, with a model opened, from the text menu, select Analysis, Meshing, Meshing Options. Activating this command without any panels selected prompts a dialog that asks if you want to perform these operations to all panels. Click Yes. The Meshing Options dialog displays. From here, you can modify the mesh development algorithm via several parameters, such as meshing methods and mesh generation. In the mesh generation group, select element size. In the field, enter 0.40. Note that the units here are set to metric. Click OK. Next, generate the mesh. Again, from the text menu, select Analysis, Meshing, and then click Local Mesh Generation. In the drawing area, a mesh displays on all panels. To inspect the mesh, from the text menu, select Analysis, Meshing, Mesh Quality. In the Mesh Quality dialog, you define which panels should be checked. In this example, in the panel list, type All to calculate the values of global quality coefficients, Q1 and Q2. Click Apply. Any elements that do not meet the criterion are immediately listed in the corresponding field in the dialog, and their locations are indicated in blue in the model. These are finite elements for which the proportion coefficient is smaller than the assumed precision. Close the dialog. Once a mesh has been generated and the quality has been inspected, you can freeze the mesh to protect it from inadvertent changes. From the text menu, select Analysis, Meshing, Mesh Freeze. Again, with no panels currently selected, a dialog displays, prompting if you want to perform these operations for all panels. Select Yes. Once the mesh is frozen, you can now calculate an analysis. From the text menu, select Analysis, Calculations. The Calculations dialog displays and begins loading calculations. As the calculations are being processed, messages display in the Calculations Messages list, as well as other statistics, such as the number of nodes and elements. Generating finite element meshing is essential to ensure calculations are accurate.